Welcome to day 12 on our 30-day movie yoga journey. Today we're working towards bow pose. So a little bit of opening through the front of the body, hips and shoulders. When you feel ready, come on into a kneeling position. So please turn yourself over to face the top of your mat, creating a bit of space, so kind of halfway through your mat, and just bringing your feet about hip width apart. Let yourself sit back on your heels and bring your hands in front of your heart center, or simply rest them in your lap. Bring your awareness onto your breathing. Starting the day with beautiful, fresh, oxygenated air flooding your body. Feeling that peace and calmness within as you naturally start to fill your body with those beautiful, nourishing breaths. Use this time to bring your mind onto today's affirmation. Happiness is found within. Also often we try to find the source of our happiness in external circumstances. But at the end of the day, what happens within is what can make us feel a bit more contentment in our lives. So think about how happiness can be found within, in your heart, in your soul, throughout today. Take one more inhale. And with your exhale, allow your eyes gently to open. Let your hands gently open to the side and reach with your inhale up towards the ceiling. On your exhale, bring the hands down towards the ground. Let your hands touch down and curve through the back. And then again, inhale to reach up. Maybe this time you lift your hips with you. And exhale, release. As you bring the hands towards the floor, round your back, look to your belly. And one more time, inhale to lift. Little extension in your back, exhale, release. Round your back, maybe reach your hands forward and feel the stretch in the upper back. As you find your way back to the center, just relax your hands down by the side body. Take an inhale and exhale to bring the hands behind you. Let your hands cradle your lower back. So you can bring the fingers down, facing down or upwards. It's up to you what feels right. So kind of cradling your tailbone, and then let your elbows come towards each other. You're gonna feel a bit of opening through that front body, letting your shoulders pull back and the eyes lift. If it's too much on your lower back, just allow yourself to find a position that feels comfortable. Maybe let the hands come a little bit wider, the elbows a bit further. Otherwise, think about drawing these elbows toward each other and opening through the front body. So taking an inhale here, exhale to let your hips lift, pressing the hips forward, thinking of an extension through the front body, and then opening and stretching through the hip flexor instead of a spinal extension. Take one more inhale, and then as you exhale, let yourself sit back. Keep your right hand on your lower back, and then allow the left arm to reach up towards the ceiling. And we're gonna move from side to side. So as you inhale, let yourself lean forward, draw a circle with your right hand behind your lower back, and reach your left arm up, lift your hips. And we're going to let the hips sink back, hand on your hips, and like a dancing camel, we're coming into gentle back extensions. So the arms drawing up and across your body, reach towards the opposite corner, or you may feel more comfortable reaching the arms straight up. It's up to you. One hand resting on your lower back. It's kind of like a dance, moving forward and up in your own tempo. So you might be moving a little bit slower, or maybe a little faster than me. Good, let's just do one more time, each side. Hip driving straight forward, arms comes across, eyes can be lifted or not. Find the freedom that you need. And then as you release back next time, inhale to reach your arms up. Exhale to draw your hands to your heart. When you're ready, bring your hands out in front of you, so they're just underneath your shoulders. Keeping the lifts up nice and high above your knees, reach your hands out to the front. Now, it's very similar to your Anahatasanas, your puppy pose. But instead of letting your forehead or your chin come towards the ground, just let your chest gently sink, and then allow the chest to stay away from the floor. Take an inhale, exhale to bring the right hand to center, in line with your chest, and the left hand underneath your shoulder. Breath to reach, take a breath in to reach into your right hand, and let yourself stretch the right arm all the way down towards the waistline. As you stretch the right arm into the floor, look over your left shoulder. Slightly bend in that left arm. Keeping the hips high, take one more inhale here. Exhale to bring yourself back to center. Lift your hips and reach your arms behind you. Hands clasp, knuckles press towards the floor as you draw your shoulder blades down your back. Open your front body, gently draw the belly to spine to protect your back as you lift through your heart. The home of that happiness. So draw the shoulders away and the elbows toward each other. Take an inhale, maybe reach the hands a little further away from your bottom. And as you exhale, just come back to center and bring both of your hands to the outer left hip. So you're gonna let your left arm come around your back and draw that right elbow in, keeping that clasp with your hands. So you stay where you are. I'm just gonna turn to show. You're gonna find a little bit of kind of like a cradle through the back body. This arm going to work like a lock. So pull it in and allow your stretch to happen on that right arm. So you're working through that shoulder. When you're ready, take an inhale and then exhale to turn your eye gaze down your right arm. Keep pulling the left elbow behind you, and then notice how that changes the stretch in your shoulder and down the left arm and left shoulder. One more inhale, exhale to release completely. Reach both arms towards the ceiling. Allow the left arm to gently touch behind the, reaching down towards the middle of your back. With your right hand, hold onto the elbow. We've done this one before, and start to reach the elbow towards the middle of your back. So as your elbow, forearm coming towards the back of your head, you stay lifted. Just a very gentle encouragement of one more opening through the shoulder. Now when you're ready, just relax your arms. Bring both hands down towards the floor and let yourself lean forward into that 4-point kneeling position. Take your time as you inhale. Exhale to lift your right leg. Now as you lift your right leg, more or less you bring that right knee in line with your hip. Flex into that foot. Inhale to reach your left arm towards the back, and you might stay here. You may bring the foot towards your bottom and you're able to hold it to the foot or the ankle. Take an inhale, exhale to start to push the foot into your hand. And then squaring the hips towards the floor, you get one more dose of opening through the front hip on the right side and the left shoulder. Take one more inhale, exhale to release, and bring your hands back underneath your shoulders. So let's repeat this on the other side. Reach your hands out in front of you. Let your hips stay high as you sink your chest towards the floor. Maybe walk the hands a little further forward. Allow the head to come in line with your arms. Relax your head, chin. Keep your forehead off the ground if that's possible. Take an inhale, lift up halfway and draw your right arm across. So you're going to have the hand in line with your chest. Or the left hand across. Left hand comes across. Right hand comes underneath your shoulder. Inhale. Exhale to press into the arm, maybe sink a little deeper as you bring the eye gaze across over your right shoulder this time. So let yourself press into that arm, stretch and feel that release. Ease back a little bit if you feel that it's a bit too much. And on your next out breath, allow yourself to lift. So walking the hands in, reopening the arms. We bring the hands behind our body. We press the knuckles down towards the floor, towards the bottom and then the ankles. You may tuck your toes, that's totally fine if you wish, an extra stretch through the sole of the feet, and then lifting up through the heart and chest. Great, one more inhale, Exhale to come back to center and draw your hands across to the outer right hip this time. So as you bring that arm across the back, your hands are together and you're going to use it right arm as a lock, just like we did on the other side. Pull it in and feel the stretch all the way down your left arm this time. You want to make sure that your hands or heel of your hands coming toward each other. To increase the stretch, you can turn your eyes and look over your left shoulder. Keep the breath flowing. Notice if you feel any tension in your back. Release back if you need to. One more inhale. And then exhale to release. Reach both of your arms up towards the ceiling. Bend your right elbow, reach the hand towards the middle of the back. With your left hand, encourage the right elbow to come behind your back. Maybe relax your feet here, lift up tall. Gently driving the belly button to spine. So there's no arch in your back and you're not hurting your lumbar spine. So really feel open here as you inhale. And as you exhale, slowly release your hands down towards the floor. Hands underneath your shoulders as you lean forward. And let's finish here with an inhale. Reach your left leg up into that little scorpion tail. So you might flex with the foot or you may point your toes. Allow your right arm to reach back. And if you can make that connection foot to bottom, grab the foot, inhale. And exhale to start to kick that foot in towards the ceiling. Noticing if you drop in through the hip. So really feeling that drawing of the right shoulder blades towards the spine and then letting the right hip bone point down. One more inhale. Exhale to release. Take your time to release the hand and the knee back into the floor. Bring the hands wide when you're ready and just drop yourself back into the floor. Have a little rest here if you need. Hands underneath your forehead. Take a couple of breaths. Bring your fingertips out to the side on the inhale. On the exhale, drawing your shoulders back, extending through the arms and letting the elbows come towards the floor. Let your hip bones and the pubic bone push toward the ground as you lift up into your spinal extension or modified Cobra. Take your time to release back and down. You can stay with this one with the half of your hands. You may reach your hands behind you as you inhale. Create a clasp behind your back. Join the shoulders away. Knuckles pressing down towards the bottom. Relax your forehead into the mat. Inhale. Exhale to let your upper body lift. If you can, reach your hands off your bottom and maybe let your feet lift into your Shalabhasana or Locust pose. So it's a really great extension. It's not an easy one, so if you need to rest your feet, that's okay. Maybe touch your fingertips down. Inhale and exhale to release completely. Now you might feel a rush of fluid down the back body. That's normal. Relax your hands underneath your forehead. Open your feet, knees a little wider. Pick up your legs and start to take a little kick side to side. Good. So taking a couple more breaths in here. Just windscreen wide the legs, easing into the lower back and hips. Making our way back to center as we extend through the legs, both of your legs. Take your time to find your right foot coming towards the bottom. And then as we exhale, we reach back with the right hand. Let's see if we can hold on to that foot, okay? Take an inhale and exhale to bring your left hand to the back, bringing the left foot towards the bottom, maybe holding on to that as well. So if this is not happening for you, allow the legs to relax away from the bottom and just reach back through the arms, relaxing the forehead into the mat. Okay, if you feel comfortable, take an inhale. Exhale to let your head lift off the ground and bring the eye gaze in front of your mat. Letting your shoulders pull away, kind of a low bow pose, Dhanurasana. So you're holding onto the ankle or the top of the foot, take a breath in. Breathe out. If you're coming up with me, you're going to start to lift your thighs off the ground, squeeze through the back body, keep the knees in towards each other, and let your leg kick into your hands as you lift your upper body. So the chest is fully open, the shoulder blades squeeze toward each other, and you're finding that little bit of a bow position, that opening up through the heart, and we're finding that happiness within. Taking one more inhale, and on the exhale we release completely. Hands underneath your shoulders, forehead down on your hands. Take a couple of breaths in, releasing fully on the out breath. If you feel that you need to release your lower back, maybe bend your knees once again and let your knees, feet come towards the ground, to the right, to the left. Great. One more release, one more stretch. As you come back to the center, allow the feet to come toward each other. Extend your arms nice and wide by the side body. Take an inhale as you place your forehead down. On the exhale, slide your left hand next to your rib cage. Breathe in and breathe out to start to slide your right arm away from you, rolling over towards your right side. Stacking the hips and shoulders, one on top of the other. You may stay here. You may lift the top leg, bend the knee, and bring the foot behind your extended leg so the knee is pointing up towards the ceiling. And enjoy a little bit of a shoulder stretch here. So just notice how this feels for you. And if you want to deepen it, you can use this left hand to maybe push away from it, or maybe come in a little closer. Good. One more breath in here. And then exhale to slowly release back to center. With the forehead down, notice how you feel. Extend your arms wide again. When you're ready, slide your right hand next to your ribs. Inhale. Exhale, reach your left hand away. Rolling on towards your left side of the body, stack your hips, your shoulders. Place that right hand where it feels comfortable. On your fingertips, or maybe the palm into the ground. And then reach in that top leg, bend the knee, open up through the hips to let that knee fold out as much as that feels good for your body. And this is not for you, just keep your legs together, maybe even bend your legs here. So notice what feels good for you. If you want more, push a bit further away with your right hand and really noticing that stretch on the left arm into the shoulder. One more inhale. And then exhale to slowly release back to center. Coming back and down onto your lying position, feeling the breath as you're breathing into the floor. Hands on the shoulders, underneath your forehead. One more inhale. And then exhale, just remind yourself that everything starts from within. You can't be happy if you're focusing on finding happiness outside of you. If you expect other people, things, circumstances to provide you happiness, you need to decide inside what's important to you, and that you decide to choose happiness against confusion and anger and all those other emotions that we need to deal with on a daily basis. So take one more breath in, breathe out to place your hands underneath your shoulders, gently draw your hips back and reach your hips towards your heels, reach for the arms. And then slowly rolling up through the spine, coming down into your seated position. Finding our center, our base. Let go with the out breath, sigh. Do it again, inhale. Feel that lift, exhale, and notice how you already started to feel a little more positive. One more inhale, heart lifts. Exhale, draw your hands towards your heart. As you open your eyes, say a silent thank you to yourself. Happiness found within. Namaste. I see you on the mat for day 13. I hope you enjoyed that video. For more Pilates and Yoga videos, make sure you subscribe and hit the bell button and check out all the other content on the channel. I'll see you on the mat.